Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a grab bag match against Mr. AreYouHaxXP. We just decided to bring whatever the hell was calling to us, and which is more or less what we usually do. And so I figured, I'd bring random stuff, and he brought random stuff. And that's how these kind of battles, I guess, work. It's pretty fun. You really need to try it if you haven't ever. Just literally, it only really works well when you have a lot of Pokemon. And considering I have like what I think it was 686 was the number. Yeah, I have a lot of Pokemon. So he's gonna lead with his Ambipom. I'm gonna lead with my Musharna. I mainly brought this because I know he likes to use it, and I figured let's try it out. He's gonna go for the Pursuit first turn, and that's going to crit me and do quite a lot of damage. So yeah, might as well have just switched up. But gonna go for the Psychic. I'm like, come on, crit back, crit back, crit back, crit back, crit back, and it doesn't. But it still does half, so I'm like, all right, let's just, go for another Psychic, and I can, kill him. But I'm going to go for the recovery first, because, obviously if he crit me now, then if I recover, his next hit won't do as much, and I'll be at more HP and stuff like that. So I go for the Moonlight. He hits me with a double hit, which does a nice amount of damage, but, meh, whatever. I figure here, might as well just go for the Psychic, because he's just going to keep double hitting me, and if I let him crit me, then it's kind of over. He's going to paralyze me with Thunderwave, which I thought about using. I probably actually am going to go and make this set, because it is a fairly nice set. I mean, the standard offensive one, yeah, is pretty cool, but Ambipom with Thunderwave, it's pretty nice. I mean, you do get a lot of common like steel switch-ins on the fake out, so if you Thunderwave, yeah, most steel types don't really care about a Thunderwave, but it still works, because you can't poison them, and burning them, yeah, but I don't know. It's okay. He's going to go into his Charizard because he figures he can just dominate me. I know I can take a hit, and I really don't want to save Musharna because I'm like, there's not real much of a point, even though I probably could have, because most of the rest of his team really can't do too much, especially like Doug Trio and Weezing. So yeah, I probably should have switched up, but I really didn't think anyone wanted to take a Specs Fire Blast because I'm like, he's most likely going to be Specs. And he is, because he does a lot of damage. He's going to miss here, which is just about the only hacks I'm going to get this entire battle, but I'm going to get paralyzed too, so that made that turn more or less useless. I do get some lefties, but really not going to matter as soon as he connects with that Fire Blast. So yeah, and here he does, and that's going to take out my Musharna. Figure at this point, go to my Rhydon, he's got a Violate, so I know I can take 2 Fire Blasts. Gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. I don't think he'll switch, but I just want to get them up, because if he brings in, like, Doug Trio, then he's probably... Well, I don't know if Doug Trio would be able to kill me. I mean, I do have great defense with a Violate, so... whatever. I go for Stealth Rocks. And, yeah, here I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. I'm like, okay, I can live with Fire Blast, that's fine. He hits, of course, so that's... What, 4 hits, 1 miss. And yeah, I live, so that's great. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge, gonna take him out, and we're gonna be fine, right? But I miss. So I'm like, fuck. It's gonna hit his 6th Fire Blast, or 5th. Wait, yeah, 5th. 3 and then 2 on Musharna, missed 1, so it's 5 for 6. And I'm 0 for 1 on Stone Edge. Gonna go into my Chinchino. This one doesn't actually have Rock Blast. It has it's a choice banded Technician set with Wake Up Slap to hit steel and rock and or steel rock types. And Rock Blast isn't really that great of a coverage, but Charizard is not NU, so that's why I didn't put Rock Blast on it. But I figure I don't want to be lacking to Tail Slap because it is Technician, so I can't really rely on it to be able to power through like a Rampardos. And if he has Rock Polish, I'm kind of screwed. So I go for the U-turn, thinking he'll switch, but he's not going to. Like, I mean, he could have switched out and came back in with the damage, but he opted not to. So I go to my Kyurem. I probably should have fought out my Heracross because he does have his Weezing. But I'm going to get hit. That's fine, right? I'm scarfed. I can outspeed him. But he burns me. If he didn't burn me, I'm pretty sure I could have, like, destroyed his entire team with Ice Beam. Pretty sure. Because, I outspeed most of his stuff. But, I mean, he does have a deck trio, so it's... But I probably should have fought it out of Heracross instead. Whatever. I'm going to go to Heracross now on the Switch. I wasn't sure what he'd go into. I thought Doug Trio, because, it's just, if I make a bad switch in on that, then I'm kind of screwed. And, yeah, but he goes into Weezing, which is unfortunate. But I go for the Substitute. I don't know why. He probably wouldn't have burned me because like most Heracross have guts, even though I like Moxie a lot better, but this is guts. Um, and so yeah, I just wasted a turn with sub. I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. He's going to crit me with a Sludge Bomb, which is just fantastic. He's gonna get a poison, which helps because it gives me guts, but it's, I'd actually rather not have the crit. Mainly, the poison I can kind of do without because it is gonna hurt me in the long run. So I don't know. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge again with my Guts boost, and it's really not gonna do a whole lot of damage. But he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, I guess, figuring if I switch out, he can burn something, and if I stay in, I'll die to poison. But I guess he wasn't counting on lefties actually saving me, because I am going to barely hang on at like what 10 HP, 6 HP. There we go. So I'm gonna get the opportunity to go for another Sludge Bomb or Stone Edge. I don't know why he just didn't go for Sludge Bomb. I mean, it hit Chinchino and Lilligant pretty hard, so. Yeah, I guess just Chinchino comes in, then I'm kind of useless, and Lilligant again would want to come in on Sludge Bomb. So I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna go to Lilligant here. This is actually a defensive set, so I don't have the Sleep Powder. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. But I just go for the Quiver Dance. I figure after +1 I can take a Sludge Bomb. It's still going to do right around half, which is unfortunate. It's a good thing that he didn't get a crit here because that would have been really fucking stupid. But yeah, so I survive it. I'm like, okay, I can't keep taking. Well, I mean, I could technically, but again, if he poisons me or crits me, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Hidden Power. It's Rock because I've finally changed it. I've been talking about changing it for months, and I finally did. Yeah, so his Weezing goes down. He's gonna switch out to his Altaria because it's a special wall and he can tank it. He knows that I can take a Sucker Punch from his Dugtrio, most likely, because I am, well, max HP, max defense. He doesn't know that necessarily, but I guess he figures can take it, because Dugtrio is really not that strong. But whatever, I go for Hidden Power Rock. It really doesn't do all that much. I thought it would do quite a lot more. But, I mean, I guess I could have just continued Quiver Dancing, but I figured he'd hit me with a Roar, but he goes for the Toxic, which probably means he doesn't have Roar. So I'm going to decide to start Quiver Dancing here. I have the Aromatherapy, so the Toxic really isn't that big of a problem to me. I just want to make sure I have enough speed to outspeed that Dugtrio, because I'm, like I said, defensive, and one won't do it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get up a couple Quiver Dances. I figure 3 would be good because, he's not really going to be able to do much, and, Dragon Pulse won't do too much damage to me because I have all the special defense increase, right? So, yeah, I'm going to go for the Aromatherapy here. Just get rid of the Toxic. I figure don't let it keep racking up. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to go for. And here is where my plan kind of goes to shit, because he's going to hit me with a Dragon Claw instead of Dragon Pulse, which is rather unfortunate because, yeah, I can't abuse my special defense boost. I mean, again, I do have max defense, so it's not that big of a deal, but I'd much obviously rather him hit my special side because it's higher base stat and it's got +2. I go for +3, whatever, figure he can't really do all that much damage to me with Dragon Claw. Like, it's not that huge of a deal. And it really isn't. I mean, it's a little more than lefties. I mean, it's like double or so. Maybe triple, I guess. Whatever. Go ahead and Power Rock here. I actually kind of thought this would kill. I don't know, because I mean, a +1 did like half. So I'm like +3. Shouldn't that do enough? But no, it does like barely 3/4, which is weird. So, I don't know. I guess I got some screwed up min-max damage. But he's going to crit me again with his Dragon Claw, which is really super annoying because that means I almost die, but I don't quite. But that also means I'm super low so that his Dugtrio can come in and hit me with a Sucker Punch. However, I do have a plan. I'm thinking he's going to be, like, Choice Banded because, I don't know. I'm like, if he has Sucker Punch, I want to see it. He most likely does because like almost all Dugtrio have Sucker Punch. So I'm going to go for the Quiver Dance, but he doesn't Sucker Punch. And I'm like, shit. It turns out he doesn't even have Sucker Punch, which is just fantastic because if I had just straight went for the Giga Drain, obviously would have killed him. could have taken out those Rampardos. Very easy, would have won the game. The other thing is that that damage there was like, I can't remember, but I know the max was like 58 or 60 or something like that. So he, like, I could have literally, especially without that crit Dragon Claw, I would have lived that Earthquake and then still killed him. But going to my Chinchino, I have Seed Bomb. It's supposed to be Bullet Seed, but I don't know why I put Seed Bomb on it, but whatever. He's going to Endure and then Fighting Gem Reversal, which I saw coming from a mile away. I'm like, oh god, he's going to totally do that as soon as he endured. He's totally going to hit me with a 600 base power move, which is exactly what he does. And that's going to do about 250% to my Chinchino, and I'm going to die and lose. So, it was a fun match. So whatever, we both agreed. It's like, he himself even said, he's like, yeah, I definitely won because of hacks, which is pretty obvious. I mean, he got, like 6 Fire Blast hits, like 4 crits, and all that I got was 1 miss when I got paralyzed. So, yeah, that's the battle. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys next time.